Hey friends, welcome back to Grand Adventure. I'm your host Mark Guido, and we're spending this week RV camping in beautiful Sun Peaks, right outside of Kamloops, British Columbia. We'll show you both. Stay tuned. This episode of Grand Adventure is sponsored by etrailer.com, where you'll find thousands of products for RVing, towing, camping, outdoor recreation, vehicles, boating, and more. Click the link in the video description or scan the code on your screen to shop etrailer.com with Grand Adventure. While we ended our week in South Central British Columbia at Sun Peaks, we started out in the city of Kamloops, about a 35-mile drive away. Kamloops fills the valley where the North and South Thompson Rivers join to become the Thompson River. With a population of nearly 100,000, it is the 12th largest municipality in British Columbia. The Canadian Pacific Railway was completed through downtown in 1886, and the Canadian National arrived in 1912, making Kamloops an important transportation hub. Recreationally, it's also a mountain biking hub, as it's home to Kamloops Bike Ranch, Canada's largest municipal bike park. At the center of the bustling Thompson Valley wine-producing region, Kamloops welcomes between 1.5 and 2 million visitors annually. Thanks to rain shadowing by the Coast Mountains to the west, the climate of Kamloops is classified as semi-arid and shares much in common with the even drier terrain of eastern Washington State and Oregon to the south. It can get surprisingly hot here, as the city's elevation is barely above 1,000 feet, and we're experiencing our first heat wave of our entire summer here in mid-August. Daytime highs are reaching nearly 100 degrees. But we have some wrap-up to do on our maintenance projects, and Kamloops has a large industrial base within which to find parts and supplies. So we're spending 3 nights on partial hookups at Silver Sage RV Park beside the South Thompson River. This RV park is somewhat disappointing, but it's one of the few options right in town. While the staff have been wonderful, the campground, which is in a very industrial part of town, feels tired and neglected, and sites are very tight with one another. Train horns are quite audible from just across the river at all times of day. Sites are 30 amp, water and electric only, for $47 Canadian per night, or just over $34 US dollars per night at today's exchange rate. Following our cool summer throughout Western Canada, we're also not physically prepared to deal with these temperatures, so we're staying in Kamloops just long enough to complete our projects before escaping to cooler temps at higher elevation. Once our project was complete, we couldn't wait to escape to cooler temperatures and more scenic environs. We'll share that right after a quick message from our valued video sponsor, eTrailer. Because if you have an RV project that you need to complete, eTrailer is the perfect partner. Whether you need products for your RV, boat, trailer, vehicle, hunting and fishing, off-roading, and more, our video sponsor eTrailer has you covered. Best of all, you'll find over 100 US-based enthusiast customer service reps ready to help via phone, chat, or email, both before and after the sale. These folks have used themselves the products that you're shopping for, and you won't find a more knowledgeable team anywhere to help you with your outdoor project. Click the link in the video description or scan the code on your screen to shop etrailer.com with Grand Adventure. We found what we were looking for, a 34-mile drive to the northeast at Sun Peaks, Canada's second largest ski resort. Here, roughly 3,000 feet higher in elevation, It's been running 20 to 25 degrees cooler this week. In summer, the resort converts one of its unpaved parking lots into a dry campground for $25 Canadian per night or 18 US dollars at today's exchange rate. For that, you get a parking space and a picnic table, along with potable water and a dump station nearby. It may not make for a charming campground, but it's nestled in a beautiful mountain valley and conveniently located adjacent to both the resort's welcoming base village and its extensive trail network for both hiking and mountain biking. In fact, most of those camping here for the week are some pretty hardcore mountain bikers. Like many purpose-built ski resort villages, Sun Peaks offers an assortment of shops, restaurants, and boutiques year-round. wouldn't be Canada without poutine. We'll share more from the Sun Peaks area and do a little lift-assisted hiking right after we take a quick ad break to pay the bills, so stay tuned. About 9 miles downhill from Sun Peaks is Heffley Lake, which hosts a BC recreation site. In addition to a small but popular day-use area, Heffley Lake offers a number of dry campsites. They're lakeside, but they're rather small for a rig of our size. If you have a Class B or a small trailer, though, this is a desirable alternative up this mountain valley. I'm spending Saturday doing some hiking with our friends Dale and Pat, but we're getting an assist from Mr. Doppelmayr, catching a ride on Sun Peaks' Sunburst Express. This detachable quad chairlift rises nearly 2,000 vertical feet to an elevation of just over 6,000 feet where we'll begin our hike. It's quite cool and windy up here today, especially for mid-August. Temperatures are probably in the 50s with a stiff breeze. Our destination is a spot called Top of the World at an elevation of 6,824 feet. The views from up here are positively stupendous. So too are the wildflowers. Rather than an out and back hike, we'll make a loop out of it by descending via White Bowl and West Bowl, wrapping around the mountain for some different views. The total distance of our loop was nearly 4 miles, with a total elevation gain of approximately 700 feet. This was a wonderful way to wrap up our visit to Sun Peaks. We hope that you've enjoyed visiting Sun Peaks and Kamloops, British Columbia with us. We're going to get packed up here and head off to next week's Grand Adventure, which is a hot springs resort over near Revelstoke, British Columbia. So if you're not yet a Grand Adventurer, there is no better time than right now for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen and ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a Grand Adventure, which we premiere right here every Wednesday evening. We'd be honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. Understand, it's extremely important to us that if you like this episode from Sun Peaks, please be sure to give us a huge thumbs up down below. And while you're down below, that's where you'll find the comment section where we'd love to hear from you each and every week. So until next Wednesday from Revelstoke, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.